Even before I studied psychology in college, I've always been a student of human behavior. It's fascinating watching people, and I found over the years that the more you watch and study people, the more you start to get a sense of what they're going to do and exactly when they're going to do it. So I want you to imagine if you had that kind of experience, that sort of ability. I guess other people would call it a supernatural ability. So that you could literally demonstrate your ability to be able to know exactly what people are going to do and when they're going to do it using just a small stack of file cards. And with the file cards, you demonstrate just how good you are at reading people. You take them and slowly, very slowly, deal them onto the table. Say, I want you to stop me anytime you want. Stop me wherever you want. And you go slowly. Very slowly. And at one point, someone freely says, stop. And you say, you're sure? You're absolutely sure that's where you want to stop me? And they say, yes. You say, okay, could have stopped me at this one. Could have stopped me at this one. But you stopped me right here. Now notice, of course, I could have gone one more. You could have stopped me at this one, if you wanted to. Or the next one. Or any of these. But you stopped me right here whenever you felt like it. But somehow, I knew. This is based on a wonderful and very old card force. I just think of it as the turnover force. And what it involves is this. It involves a beautiful example of perfect natural misdirection and a crazy free choice. All you need to do is get a bunch of file cards. And what I've done here is I've actually cut the file cards in half. They often come, at least here in Canada, they're about this size. And I just cut them in half. And you could do this with a pack of cards, but I think it's so nice to put away your cards and your coins and take something else out of your pocket, even if it's a lot like cards, okay? And so what this is now you can also take a marker and write stop me here on one of the cards, but it'll bleed through a little bit. So I really want to keep it clear and impossible. So all I did is print it out on my home computer on a piece of paper, stop me here, and then I glued that to one side of the card, and I have a little pencil dot, tiny little pencil dot on the card. So I'm going to take, let's say 3. Take 3 of these file cards, and they've got the ones here, I don't know if you can see in the studio here, they've got lines on one side and blank on the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stop me here card, okay, with my pencil dot, because it lets me know which way is oriented, so that when I don't want to turn it over a dramatic moment and say, here it is, the dramatic moment there, I mean here. I want to be able to go boom and have it register. So I've got all these, and they're all sort of facing down. The lines are up and facing down. And then I've got a whole stack, another 30 of these, and I'm going to flip them over so that all the lines are now underneath and put this on top here. So whether I'm holding it this way or this way, it looks identical. There's lines, and there's lines with a little pencil dot of my force card. So I actually have on the bottom of the pack then 3 or 4 of them turned over with the stop me here card, and now I'm ready to go. I can have a rubber band around this and do this anytime, anywhere. So what I do is this. I talk about human behavior and psychology. Are you pretty good at poker? Do you have a good poker face? Try to see if you can trick me, and I'm going to try to figure out exactly when you're going to say stop, or it could be about I'm going to control your mind, any of these themes. And then I just deal through very, very slowly, showing both sides of each. And at some point, they're going to say stop. As I say one more, they say stop. And as I say, okay, you stop me, and I think you'd agree you could have any card, watch what I do with the left hand. I go, okay, you stop me. And all I do is turn it over. And I'm on camera here, you'd see it, you're burning me, but in real life, people are looking at my face, looking all over, and dealing them on the table or even into their hands seems so fair that people relax their focus. They don't read. And so all I'll do is I move both hands at the same time, and I say, okay, so you could have stopped me at any of these cards, right? And I kind of put them, okay, you're sure that's right, or just drop them to your side, you're sure, okay? Because sometimes they're not sure and they want to do one more, and that's fine. I say, you're sure. And there's nothing to see here, okay? Now, once they're absolutely sure, and you deal one more card, let's say, boom, like that. What I'll often even do is just turn my hand over while I slide these, and watch what I do. As I literally go, okay, so you stop me at these cards. And remember, you could have stopped me at any one of these cards, okay? But you stopped me right here, and I point back over here. So I've just secretly turned it over. I haven't made a big deal of it, okay? You stopped me right here. Take that, and I say, and remember, you could have stopped me at that one or that one, and I deal through a few more. So it's crazy fair. And because I know the pencil dot at the end, I say, but you had absolutely free choice. You feel like you could have stopped anywhere you wanted to, and then boom, you show that. And that is literally one of the most direct demonstrations of mind control that I have ever come up with.